Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be a first impression and swatches on a new Smashbox eyeshadow palette. Oh yes, this packaging is a lot of fun. So this is one of the new Cover Shot palettes from Smashbox Cosmetics. They recently came out with 7 of these mini travel friendly eyeshadow palettes, and I was able to pick one up from Sephora. So this is, I believe, a spring release. They were launched early on the Sephora website for Cyber Monday. They were actually launched the night before Cyber Monday for VIB Rouge members to pick them up, and then like regular for everybody else on Cyber Monday. They sold out, I mean, within a couple of hours. They were available as well on the Smashbox website on December 2nd, and they sold out again. So I believe I'm saying that correctly when I'm saying that they're a spring release, because that's what they said on Sephora. That was like the whole Sephora Cyber Monday was shop new spring releases. So they were only up for a short period of time. Then they all went away because apparently they're coming back. But I haven't been able to confirm that via Smashbox. They really didn't have a lot of information on their Instagram, and really their website doesn't have a lot of information either. So if I can find out more information, I'll leave that listed below. But that was my impression of these, but that's just my impression. That was what I was understanding with how the launches went. But these are also in collaboration with Shay Mitchell. She is an actress, I believe, on Pretty Little Liars. I don't watch that show, but I hear it's a good show. I'm not super familiar with Shay Mitchell, and for some reason the collaboration was actually kept like really secretive. It wasn't, I think I just found out about the collab, like I knew it was a collaboration, but for whatever reason they weren't saying it. And it was just a few hours before the palettes went live on Sephora that they announced it was with Shay Mitchell. That did not sway my opinion in any way. I knew I wanted to get these. I really like Smashbox as a brand. I have a lot of products from them. I really like the quality of what they put out. So when I saw them, I knew I wanted to get one. I just wasn't sure which one. And then seeing the collaboration, I didn't really care. I mean, it could have had no collaboration. I would have bought one anyways. So there's that. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's really cool. Very like Instagram boomerang worthy, am I right? And then when you open it up, it is a mini palette. I mean, don't be alarmed. It is very small, but that is what the inside looks like. And then it also does come with a mirror. So each palette has 6 shades down here and then 2 larger shades up there as well. So the 7 palettes that came out, Golden Hour was LA inspired warmth, Bold was electrifying standouts, Smoky was mattes and shimmers for effortless drama, Metallic was a fierce foil finish, Softlight is soft focus sheen, Matte was lush and velvety, and Ablaze was rich and desert inspired. So I have the one in Softlight. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this is not what I thought I had ordered. I don't know what happened. I wanted the metallic palette. That's the palette I knew that I wanted. That's what I thought I had in my cart at Sephora. I'm truly not sure what happened. I was looking at all the different ones, and I was trying to decide if I should get 2 just to be able to test them out more, or maybe even get one for a giveaway. I wasn't quite sure. I don't know if when I was looking at other palettes, if I accidentally clicked that was the one I wanted. I don't know what happened, and I was doing it so fast because I knew things were going to be selling out. I was doing it so fast that, I don't know, when I reviewed my order I must not have paid close enough attention, and then I never got a confirmation email from Sephora. That's happened to me my last 3 orders now. I haven't gotten confirmation emails from Sephora because I always look at them. So I'm a little frustrated because I definitely would have looked at the email and hopefully would have caught the mistake. Maybe I wouldn't have, but I'm not sure what happened. This actually is not the palette that I wanted, and when my order arrived I opened it up and was like, okay, that's not what I wanted. So I went back and looked at my order, and the order had it as Softlight. So I don't know, my fault, but I'm a little bit worried because I immediately thought, you know, I should get a different one. They were already sold out, and on the Smashbox website when I went to see if I could exchange them, they were already sold out. So I have Softlight, and I thought about returning it right away, but I was like, well, now they're all sold out. I don't know when they're coming back in stock because Smashbox hasn't given us any information towards that, so I'm gonna keep it, and hopefully I love it. I was a little bit worried because the shadows reminded me just a little bit of the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette, which I recently got. Not, I mean, the shades maybe a little bit, but like it's supposed to be soft focused sheen. in this palette, and the Too Faced shadows were definitely super soft to the point of they didn't show up. If you haven't seen any of my videos on the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip palette, I'll leave them all linked down below. But I was super underwhelmed with that palette and really disappointed in it. So I was like, oh man, like these look kind of similar. What am I going to think of this palette? But I haven't swatched it yet. I haven't played with it at all. That's what we're doing in this video. So it's going to be a very, very, very first impression type of video. So we will see. So packaging wise, I mean, it is very small. You can see there it is right there. And then for comparison, this is the Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes palette. And then there is the Cover Shot palette. So you can see, I mean, it's a considerable difference. I knew that. I knew it was going to be a mini palette. These are $29 if I haven't even said the price yet. These are $29. I knew it was going to be small. Hand sizes are, you know, smaller, but they're not super tiny. And I appreciate that. And you get the 2 larger ones here. So the inside, I wasn't disappointed when I opened it up and saw the sizes of the shadows. I truly wasn't. And honestly, like, yes, this is small, but that packaging, cool, right? Like, I'm fine with that. $30 I do still think is a little bit expensive. I am glad it has a mirror. Well, $29 I do think is still a little bit on the pricey side for what it is that you're getting, but in comparison, the Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes palette is $49. So, you know, maybe it's just a little bit on the pricier side, but because it is within collaboration and the packaging is so fun, I'm assuming that's where the extra costs have come in. So that is a little bit about the packaging and then what is inside the palette. Like I said, I haven't swatched anything, so I'm excited to get into the swatches. They do have shade names on the back here, so that is good, but why don't we go ahead and do some swatches? Fingers crossed. Okay, so warning, if you've never seen any of my videos, I don't have a huge swatch game, but I'm gonna try. If it doesn't work, I'll insert photos, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the 2 big ones first. So these shades are in Keeper and Spectacle. So this one is Keeper and this one is Spectacle. So those are those swatches. I also did just get a light, so sometimes it's hard for me to be able to tell if I'm like doing good enough swatches because the light can kind of make it a little bit bright. But again, if I need to, I'll go ahead and insert pictures in here so you can see the swatches if I don't feel like they are good enough. But so far, I mean, those are fun. And actually the one in Spectacle, it's kind of like a cool, like almost like an iridescent shift to it. I wasn't expecting that, but that actually looks really cool. So, okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, and then I'll try the first 3, which is Starlight, Fresh Take, and Cascade. Okay, those are those 3 on my fingers. These ones, I don't feel like swatched as great as the first 2, but let me go ahead and swatch. Okay, so those are the next 3 swatches. These ones, they're okay. The first one is like a pretty, it has kind of like a peachy undertone, like a very light peach undertone. The second one is more pink and it has like the sheen to it. That one's really pretty. And the other one almost has like a raspberry tinge to it, which looking at it in the palette, I wouldn't feel like it has kind of like a raspberry look to it, but those are pretty. You do kind of have to build them up a little bit, which I figured with a soft sheen palette. I get it, but those are pretty. The first 2 really got my attention. The next 3, not quite as much, but let's go ahead and try the last 3. Okay, so then we have the last 3 over here, which are Aglow, Well Hello, and Beach House. Okay. There are those 3. So then those are the last 3. Those are really pretty as well. These last 3 impressed me a lot. I have to, okay, so just initial impression, I'm just glancing down at my arm right now. And I'm not mad. So the first one is a real pretty, almost like kind of that like mauve color with a sheen to it. And then the last 2 are actually really pretty and very pigmented. I really didn't have to build these up. Like the first 3 in the line, I kind of had to build up a little bit, but these, the last two, really you just needed the one swipe and they came out really well. I mean, they're both brown shades, both with the sheen to them, of course, but both really pretty. The second to last one almost has like a tiny hint of red to it. Very, very subtle. Again, here are the swatches on my hand, and I can go ahead and insert a picture too if I feel like a picture would be better suited, but so far those swatches were pretty decent. Again, you do kind of have to build them up a little bit, and again, I would expect that with having this be like the soft sheen, soft focus palette. That is what I would expect, but I'm actually really impressed with this shade right here. It has like that iridescent kind of purple look to it, and I'm excited to try that one. And actually some of these pinks in the middle here as well excite me. Like this one has a bit of a raspberry tinge to it, which I find really super interesting. These last two shades are really, really pretty. So, okay, I'm actually not mad, and I am super grateful for that, you guys. I can't even tell you. I ordered this and the Too Faced palette at the same time, and I just really got a lot of bad vibes from the Too Faced one, so I've been so nervous. I've kind of been like delaying doing this swatch video because I'm like, what if I don't like this palette either? And like that entire order was just like a waste of my time. But so far it's looking pretty promising with this palette. I know it might not be for everybody, but again, there are 6 other palettes to choose from. But those are the swatches from the Smashbox Softlight eye palette. I hope that they were able to help you out maybe if you are still considering getting this palette when they do come back in stock. Again, I wish I had more information about when they're coming back in stock. Maybe by the time I get this video up, Smashbox will have told us something as to what's going on, when they're coming back, where they're coming back, and if they have, I will leave that in the description box down below. Again, it's my understanding that these will be coming back. I really hope that they weren't only on Sephora's website and only on Smashbox's website for one day a piece and now they're completely gone. I really hope that they'll be coming back. I have a feeling that they will be, but again, I can't say that for sure. But these are $29 a piece. Again, there are 7 different ones to choose from. I just think this packaging is so much fun. The swatches, I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with. Not all of them blew me away, but enough of them made me pretty excited that I will be very curious to get these on my eyes. Do you guys want to see an eye makeup tutorial on this palette? Please leave that in the comments below if you'd like to see just like a mini tutorial just using this eye palette so we can see how it looks on the eyes. If not, I'll just do one for Instagram and call it a day. But if you guys would like to see one for YouTube, please just leave that in the comments down below and I can definitely do that. But that was my first impression and swatches on the Smashbox Softlight palette. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that it helped you out. Any other information will be listed in the description box down below, but I hope you will give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Make sure to leave in the comments if you want to see the makeup tutorial using this palette, because now I'm really excited to film one because those swatches got me pretty excited. But I hope you guys will subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you real soon in my next one. Bye.